All right, guys, want to do a video on this. This is my son, Evan.
Hi, I 8 old.
He's 8 years old. He went to help me on my car today. We found out a couple things on Project Ghost. So, the mount on this side is starting to wear out. I don't know if you guys can even see the play in it, but there's some play, so that needs to get done. We were going over a couple things. One of the things is I am leaking from my transmission. It is a manual, so it'd be the transaxle fluid. There is a manual transmission fluid, just so y'all know, and it's your transaxle fluid. So if you own a manual, you should probably look up how many quarts of transaxle fluid it takes to fill the bitch. But besides the point. So it's leaking. I got about 1,000 miles when it started leaking, which after rebuilding everything, your first 1,000 miles, usually test what needs to be replaced, redone, whatever ends up happening, right? So I got through, found out it's leaking. I tried tightening it up. I'm going to have to redo the seal down there, and the manufacturer recommends RTV. So when I first did it, I don't think I waited long enough or added enough RTV, so that's what I'm going to have to do. The other thing I noticed is when I had a Buick 3800 V6, it was a sleeper build I did, E85, stage 3. One of the things that I ended up doing until I got a cold air intake was making bigger holes in the air intake, because the air that I was drawing in was like tiny, super tiny. So I ended up making some portholes in it, and then when I floor it, it went from sounding like a V6 to a lot of people thought it was a V8 Interceptor engine that I threw in the Buick. Whatever. So it did help a lot. If you do it right, it can also be considered just a short air intake, which means you're taking in hot air. So you got to be careful with how you do it and the preps behind it. But with the Eclipse, we went ahead and drilled holes on the front. Now, if you know anything about Eclipses, it has a lower box here that's all sealed. Your only air is this little thing. So, like, 4 fingers. Say 3 finger, 4 finger, and you're like 4 finger. Okay. So I'm not getting enough air in this. So I drilled some holes there, and in the lower portion, I actually drilled holes towards the front of it. So then this way, I'm actually getting the cold air shooting up underneath in it, trying to pull it up into this. This might suck in some hot air, but it has a little gap right here, so it should be able to push the cold air in here. So with the air coming in through here, sliding through here, and getting cold air from underneath, we should be good. Now, I already did start it, and it did sound good. So once I get transmission leak done, I'll do test driving it.